Housing is not a commodity, but a necessity, without which people cannot fully participate in society and access fundamental rights. Unfortunately, many Romani people live in geographical isolation and housing segregation, which keeps them away from a better life. Member states must adopt a comprehensive mechanism to ensure that discrimination and abuse against the Romani people in the field of housing is prevented and sanctioned, and to address the issue of homelessness.
There is an ongoing scandal of systemic and repeat forced evictions of Roma going on for decades all across the European continent. It pushes many Roma into homelessness and keeps them there. How does this happen? Typically, you have a very poor community of Roma living illegally on land which doesn't belong to them. Usually it belongs to the city. Almost always it's undesirable land. Industrial sites, wasteland on the edge of a town, some scrubland next to a river where you can't really build on, perhaps disused car parks. They live there illegally in a civil sense. This is not a criminal act in most places. This is like breaking city parking or city planning regulations. We want the courts to recognize that these evictions are systemic and discriminatory against Roma. Every eviction is a reset for their entire lives. Their kids drop out of school. They lose neighbors, access to informal work. They lose access to basic services. Evictions push Roma into homelessness and unsafe housing, and they keep them excluded on the edge of society. We call on the EU and its member states to stop forced evictions and to ensure that adequate, safe housing is available for everyone.
Member states must minimize the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic in overcrowded and inhuman housing conditions lived in by Romani people, legalizing their informal settlements by investing in infrastructure and housing improvement for newly legalized informal settlements. Finding solutions to evictions by engaging with different institutions is key, while actions addressing Romani housing should be integrated into broader national activities and legislative initiatives that focus on social housing or assistance programs, as we are all European Romani citizens, equal and diverse.